Thank you for having me, Dr. Noha. It's great to be here. Right.
Rolled this out recently, and because unless you have 1,000 subscribers, you can't go live on your
Okay.
own. So they just rolled out, yes, program. And so I think they're still having some teething issues. That's why you couldn't sign up with the
Yes.
link. Um, that was one that was scheduled last weekend, didn't hold. So maybe the link had expired or something. I don't know. But welcome.
Hey, thank you.
So, just as a way of introduction, Dr. Alugo is a child and adolescent psychiatrist based in Canada, and she helps us to raise emotionally. So, coming, I've just been on really good stjohncap.com.
Thank you.
The layout, it looks really good. You have a link to your podcast. You're doing,
Thank you very much.
and yeah. So today, the reason I had you come on was because journal that have writing prompts. Journaling is all the rave right now. People are writing ideas and thoughts, and official to write down my own thoughts and ideas, and I want to take on it from the mental health perspective.
Well, to be honest, journaling is not new. I remember as a teenage girl would have our diaries, a dear diary, and it was like this secret thing that we all used to write in, and so we've been journaling for ages. People are talking about it now, but it's not new, and in mental health particularly, it's an age-long strategy that's part of cognitive behavioral therapy. We usually would ask people involved in CBT to write down their thoughts, write down their moods, their day. So it's an age old strategy that's become quite like in popular culture now, but it's been in existence for a long time.
Okay, that is, I think it's thing I'm a little bit new to because I grew up in Africa. And I recall having some kind of diary, but it really wasn't to document ideas, and it wasn't consistent. I really isn't something people talked about that, oh, you should have a diary and write in it or have a write in it. So it's not something I heard a lot of growing up. But for some reason, maybe because I'm listening to a lot of coaches and then thoughts affect your feelings and emotions that going on. And that falls
Yes,
under the realm
you're right.
of CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. So and I know a lot of people with concepts. So can you maybe explain a little bit how journaling helps with improve the way we think and the way we act, the way we feel?
Okay, so people use journaling in a variety of ways. Some people use it to manage their emotions, which I will come back to. Some people use it to set goals and monitor or kind of keep themselves on track with goals. Some use it as a way of distressing, like when they've had a difficult day or walking through so many things in their minds. So the one that you've kind of spoken about is journaling for emotional health, and that's really can be very beneficial because I'll go over what CBT is. So cognitive behavior therapy. looks at the connection between our thinking, our behavior, and our feelings or emotions. And it's like a cycle that fits into each other. So if you have like a negative thought, it affects your emotions and then affects your behavior. And if you can access one of those three areas and break that vicious cycle, you can improve things. So journaling helps you to begin to track negative thinking patterns, negative behaviors, but it can be difficult. So, one of the strategies that people would say is, oh, look at tracking negative events, so antecedent events. I'm feeling really bad today. What happened today that makes me feel so bad? Oh, my friend walked past and blanked me. So that's the event. Then, so how did I feel? I felt, ignored. I felt insignificant. What did I do? Oh, I walked away. But then journaling can help you think, okay, so you felt insignificant. Where did that come from? So you begin to track those negative thinking patterns, negative behaviors, and begin to see the link between them. So I commonly say to the kids that I see, if you walk past a friend who blanked you and you think, oh my goodness, I'm so insignificant, that you may feel bad, you may decide to avoid them the next time, may avoid going to a birthday party with them again. But if you knew that this friend was very distracted, always away, kind of like in their mind, you walk past them and they ignore you and you think, oh gosh, they're just so distracted. Then that's different thought means you won't feel bad. You won't ignore them the next time. You won't avoid socializing with them the next time. So catching those negative thoughts or like pesky thoughts is one thing that journaling can do. Again, like I said, thoughts can be difficult to access because you're really being vulnerable writing down a negative thought. But sometimes a negative behavior might be what you journal. So I'm in bed, I'm having a bad day, so I'm just not going to go to school, or I'm going to leave work early, or I'm going to avoid going to the gym. When you begin to journal those challenging behaviors and see how this is not serving you, again, that may be a way of breaking that cycle.
Okay, that is very helpful. So it helps you prioritize, think prioritize your needs, your fears, helps you understand triggers, and then by identifying a shift towards a positive mindset. So yeah, I think this is great. I mean, a lot of people are not really used to journaling, and the experts recommend to write daily and just writing without any kind of practice or rehearsal, and just writing down what thought to you. And you know, someone is having any kind of mental health crisis situations or even one's outlook. So I think so it has writing prompts, and it asks about the vision. It asks about what good thing happened to you today, what good thoughts do you have, what are you grateful for, and that can help people with focus, uh, set priorities, like I earlier mentioned, and help them move along their goals. So I've enjoyed this conversation. I've been listening to your posts on Instagram, your videos, your podcasts. I think the work you're doing is incredible with the youth. I know that's your main
Yeah.
focus. Is there anything else you want to share that someone listening might benefit for their kid
Well, for even kids can
or
journal, you can. I like the fact that your
mhm,
book has prompts because sometimes people
mhm,
don't get into journaling because they get so overwhelmed. So it's really
mhm,
important to start wherever, start imperfectly, Do it. I mean, people, you don't have to do it, in the way that the experts say. Do what works for you. Some people will journal first thing in the morning. Some people it will be before bed. Some people say, okay, my lunch time. Just whenever you can find the space or time, and don't judge yourself. This is your space to just be real. Don't worry about grammatical errors or sounding perfect. Just do it and start wherever, whenever, and that's. But I love the fact that you have prompts because that really helps to get over a lot of hurdles. And we do have journals for kids as well. My Emotions Ambassador program, after every lesson, there is a bit of a homework that is journaling, where you're looking at your past week, what went well with relationships or friendships and so on. So you can really get kids into journaling from a young age. And if they see a parent do it or an adult around them do it, then they will also do it.
Okay. And is that through your website? Because I did see the link on your
Yes,
website.
the Emotions Ambassador program is on my
Okay.
website. It's for preschool, well, not preteen, so ages 9 to 12 or 13, and it's you get lifetime access. It's 8 lessons, self-paced, dealing with emotions, understanding emotions, healthy emotions, relationships, tackling bullying, identifying your trusted adult, why you may have some negative emotions like anxiety or feeling sad. And it's really a launch pad for parents to have awkward conversations, because discussing emotions can be challenging, but this really helps to structure those conversations.
Okay. So I'm on your website now, St. John Cap. So I do see it in here. It's such a beautiful website.
Thank you.
I'm really loving it. I'm really loving it. So let's see. Okay, I do see it. So I'm going to put a link in the bio to Dr. Alugo's training. It will be right in there, and you can subscribe to that program. It's going to help kids. And yeah, thank you so much for sharing. This was really wonderful. I appreciate your
Thank you
time.
for having me.
And
I,
come
I
back.
will. I'm loving this YouTube life, and I hope they can work out all the kinks. I think it's a great to be a great platform.
Yeah, yeah. They just rolled it out. I spotted
Wow.
it last week, and you have to have someone. It's you and someone, and you can go
Right.
live together. So it's a new program, and yeah, come back
I would
on and
love
talk
that.
about
I would love to do
different
that.
health conditions. All right. So take care and have a wonderful your day.
Thank you, and you too. Thank you for
So
having me.
thank you to the viewers. Yeah, thank you. Subscribe to our YouTube for the journal I wrote and Dr. Alugo's program. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Okay.